Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Roman Sanchez, pronouns he, him. I'm a light brown Mexican American wearing a green sweater with a white collar poking out and wearing round glasses. I am a program specialist and analyst here at the California Arts Council, California's state arts agency. In this video, we're going to provide an overview of the General Operations Grant, one of 6 grant programs our council is offering for 2021. We wish to acknowledge that we are recording from the Sacramento region, the traditional lands of the Nisenan, Maidu, Miwok, and Patwin people, and we'd like to offer gratitude to the indigenous ancestors and present-day relations. I am joined by Hillary Amna and Jason Jung, the 2 program specialists for this grant. Hillary and Jason, could you each start by telling us a little bit about yourself, your relationship to art, or anything else that you would like to share?
Sure. My name's Hillary, and the pronouns I use are she, her, or they, them. I am a white person with light skin, long, wavy brown hair, glasses, and I'm wearing a black turtleneck. I have a background in music and community arts, and I'm originally from the rural Appalachian foothills of Southeast Ohio.
Hi, and I'm Jason Zhang. My pronouns are he, him. I'm Chinese American with black hair and a blue collar shirt. I'm a father, percussionist. I've worked with cultural arts presenters and community service organizations for a number of years, as well as government and philanthropic funders. And I've been with the California Arts Council for 6 years. Very excited to be working with Hillary and our general operating fund applicants for this upcoming cycle.
Thank you both so much for sharing. And let's dig right in here. Hillary, can you tell us a little bit about the purpose of this grant program?
Absolutely. This grant program is intended to provide relief funding as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, and it will assist with general operating expenses. Priority funding for this grant category will be given to small and economically vulnerable organizations. And to be clear, this grant is not for any specific arts project. So expenses like rent, utilities, employee salaries, etc., are all eligible for this funding. And to get more information about the full background and purpose of this grant program, you can find that information in the grant guidelines available on the California Arts Council website.
Perfect, thank you. And Jason, can you tell us who can apply to this grant program?
Sure, thanks, Roman. So first, all applicants must be California-based. This means that their nonprofit or unit of government or organization must have a principal place of business within the state of California. They must have federal 501c3 status or have a fiscal sponsor that does. Fiscal sponsors are a great option for organizations or collectives that do not have their own tax-exempt status. Applicants must also have a history of providing arts programs and or services for at least 2 years prior to the time of application. They must have a commitment to racial equity. They must also be able to provide basic financial information for the past 2 years. They must be in good standing with the Secretary of State, State of California. And finally, they must be to meet all of the application requirements.
Wonderful. And Hillary, how much can an organization ask for?
Oh, the most important question. Applicants can request up to $30,000 for this grant program, and approximately 200 grants will be funded in this category.
Thank you. That is super clear. Jason, what are the review criteria specific to this grant program? Meaning, what are the qualities the panelists will be looking for as they review and rank applications?
Great, thanks, Roman. So the review panel will adjudicate all applications based on 4 review criteria. The first is management and leadership, then creative engagement, thirdly, equity, and finally, accessibility.
Wonderful. And as a reminder to our audience, all of the information Hillary and Jason shared is available in the program guidelines, which can be found on our website. Our guidelines are long documents with a lot of detail, but it's very important to read them in full before starting an application. Hillary and Jason, where and how can folks reach out to you if they have any other questions?
Oh, we absolutely love hearing from our applicants. So we are here to support you during the application process by phone, email, or appointment. For organizations with less than $250,000 in their total operating revenue budgets, you can reach me for technical assistance by phone and by email at hillary.amna@arts.ca.gov.
And for organizations with more than $250,000 in total operating revenue, I'm reachable by phone and email at jason.jong@arts.ca.gov. And you can schedule a 15-minute consultation with either of us through our Calendly links on the CAC website.
Again, thank you, Hillary and Jason, for being here today to relay an overview of the General Operations Grant Program to our audience. And to you, thank you for tuning in. You can find similar overview videos for each 2021 grant program, as well as other useful resources to assist you throughout the process, all available on our website. See you at the next video.